All right, all right. Hold up. Hold up 1 second. Live action Conan the Barbarian series no longer at Netflix. Remember there was a series at Netflix? They were saying, I think it was supposed to be on Amazon and then moved to Netflix or something like that. We were supposed to get a Conan series. We were supposed to get a King Conan movie, but I don't know. There was so many things were happening. But now a possible film is in the works. This is bounding into comics. They're looking at an excerpt from the Hollywood Reporter. So I'm gonna go directly to the source and read the section. And the pending sequel, The Legend of Conan. Let's see what Arnold says. It's been pending for the last 10 years. Frederick Malberg owns the rights. Come on, guy, let's give us a movie. He comes to me and says, "Oh, I have a deal with Netflix." And when we ask Netflix, they don't know anything about it. Come on, man. It's one of those crazy things. I hope he figures it out. I think you do it like Unforgiven, where you play the age. I don't know what Unforgiven is, but yeah, he's older now. So he's gotta be older unless you're gonna do the de-aging thing. But I mean, it's come to the point where we want a King Conan movie. You know what I mean? It's going to be tough to de-age for the entire movie and see Conan become king or see Conan in his younger years of being king. It's probably going to be, if they ever do it, his latter years, similar, maybe a bit younger than his age in real life. There's a script out there that John Milius wrote, and others have written one. The story is there. There are directors who want to do it, but he has the rights, and until he sells the rights for one or two movies or for the franchise, there's nothing you can do about it. So there's a script there. I don't know. Let's look up John Milius. John Milius is a screenwriter. He did Conan the Barbarian. Okay, so he was a writer for the original Conan the Barbarian. Wait, so this is even better. So you're telling me that the original writer for Conan the Barbarian wrote a script for a King Conan movie, and we're just not acting on it because of this Frederick Malberg guy who owns the rights. It's been pending for the last 10 years. Come on. Somebody needs to get this ball rolling. Let me check out this Bounding into Comics article because it's saying that there's a possible film in the works. Reacting to Schwarzenegger's comments, Heroic Signature's president, Frederick Malberg, wrote on Twitter. Frederick Malberg, the guy who owns the rights to Conan. He says, great article. We spent 3 years with Netflix because, Conan, I said Conan. Arnold was sort of coming after him saying, hey, it's this guy's fault that we're not getting a movie. I want to make a movie. John Milius wrote a script for the movie. Let's get this thing going. This is the guy that's stopping us. So Frederick Malberg has to come to his own defense. Great article. We spent 3 years with Netflix and talked to them about Arnold several times. We are now working with a major filmmaker who is great and a true Conan fan. We share more when I can. We'll share more when I can by Crom. So there's a project in the works. There is a Conan movie in the works, a King Conan movie. Andre Einherjar, I'm not going to say that. Andre of Midnight's Edge would also reach out to Malberg to clarify the status of the live-action series on Netflix. Malberg informed him that Conan was no longer at Netflix, saying, yes, we worked and talked and spent a good time, but ultimately, it didn't come to fruition. That's Hollywood, onwards and upwards. Yeah, that sucks. Andre also said he asked Malberg if he was working with someone else. Andre didn't provide how Malberg replied to this inquiry, but he did say he did not give me a straight answer. But his use of emojis suggests to me that yes, there is someone else in the wings, though that someone else has not been announced. I mean, we heard this directly from Malberg's mouth on that Twitter post. As for what went wrong with the Netflix deal, Andre said he didn't offer any more details than he already had, namely that it just didn't come to fruition. Honestly, man, I don't know if I would trust Netflix with the Conan show. A Conan show sounds awesome, but Netflix, they probably want to dull him down. I don't know if I trust Netflix with Conan. So maybe it's for the best. As for Schwarzenegger's comments about the John Milius script, he explains that it was almost adapted to a film as King Conan, Crown of Iron. However, he dropped out due to his political aspirations as governor of California. Hey, come on, Arnold. Arnold, if that's true, you can't put all the blame on one person because apparently, according to this, you dropped out because you ran for governor. So, Andre also said by the time he left office, he had aged out of the Milius script, so there's no reason to even bring it up. Okay, so we can't even do that because he's not even the same age. Unless they do the deep fake, de-age him or whatever. Even so, Malberg gave the Conan movie rights to Arnold by way of Universal, who set about developing Legend of Conan, now featuring Arnold's Unforgiven pitch. What is this Unforgiven? Or more accurately, David Gemmel's Legend, with Druss rewritten into Arnold's Conan, because that's what it was set to be. Who's Druss? Druss the Legend. Okay, so it's another character. Okay. More than that, this was the last chance to do a King Conan movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, he elaborated. This was the last time a studio with the resources to make such a movie contemplated actually doing so. This was when there was a script and there was a director. And that would be Miguel Sapochnik. I don't know how to pronounce that. Of later Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon fame. And lest we forget, they had the rights. All Universal had to do was give it the green light, but they chose not to. Come on, man. What? As for why they chose not to, Andre says The Legend of Conan lost traction at Universal right around the time when Terminator Sega Genesis came out and flopped. Terminator Sega Genesis? Who was writing this article? You mean Terminator Genesis? And honestly, I enjoyed Terminator Genesis. I thought it was cool. I know a lot of people hated that movie, but I'm not a big Terminator fan, though, so maybe that's why. Arnold's earliest post-governor comeback movies also flopped. So they were like, maybe we shouldn't go with Arnold. Maybe we shouldn't continue with this Conan Legend movie. But him returning to the Terminator, his most iconic role, didn't excite audiences, cost them to second guess investing into the return of his second most famous role. I see the train of thought. I see it. So in the end, Universal pulled the plug and allowed the rights to revert because no other studio wanted to take it on. When this happened, Legend of Conan, a project developed by and exclusively for Universal, was dead. It's not pending. The patient has expired. Who is writing this? What does that even mean? Who is writing this? Who talks like that? Legend of Conan is dead, he asserted. Oh, this was the quote. So did he say Sega Genesis? It's got to be a typo, man. That's got to be a typo. What is going on here? With the film dead, Malberg pursued bringing Conan to a streaming service. First with Amazon. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. First with Amazon and more recently with Netflix. However, as noted above, both of those pursuits failed. But Malberg looks to be still pursuing a live-action Conan adaptation, but this time returning to the big screen. We're getting a movie, not a show. So I don't know, man. Is Arnold going to be involved in this? Maybe not. It looks like maybe. I feel like it's all up in the air. I feel like we don't know. We don't have enough information to even say. So looks like I don't know, man. It looks like they've been up and down. It hasn't been looking good for Conan, and hopefully whatever this is gets made, and hopefully it's good. That's the big thing right there. It might get made, but it might be trash. So hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's quality. And yeah, it might actually be for the best. We're not getting this Netflix adaptation. We're getting a movie now. So hopefully this movie is good. If Arnold's in it, if he's not in it, I just want a good Conan movie. I'm excited for there being a Conan project in the works, a Conan movie in the works, but we don't know anything about it. So I'm excited that we're getting new Conan, but I got to be cautious. You know what I mean? Especially because of the way Hollywood is today and the nature of Conan. You know, there could be some issues there. So anyways, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Are you guys excited for it? Let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.